You added the picture purposely.
He's like purposely.
That's why I got my cup. He almost not doing it.
Woo!
Yo, who's this guy?
I don't know. Some dude. Some fucking dude.
Yeah, I feel like Sam because I'm seeing ghosts right now, man.
You want to hear that music? You hear that music?
What the hell happened?
Woo! I'm back!
Can you show us your Japanese passport?
Woo!
And a picture of your cat. And a picture of your cat. In Japan.
Whoa, stop hating on my cat Fifi.
Wow.
Welcome back to another edition of Two Dudes and a Mexican. I am your host.
And a Colombian.
Well, I'm your host. I still am. Some dude named Victor Salazar.
Somebody said you were fired.
To the left of me, my co-host, some dude named Peter Soprano.
What up?
The right of me, resident Mexican, David Quinones. And I gotta give a shout out to Drizzy Dre over here.
Dre.
Filling in quite handily.
Three-time champion.
Three-time champion.
Like
I
it.
gotta give you the belt.
Yeah, baby.
So you can have it for this
For the
week.
last time.
Next week it's back to
Next week we get the ladders.
Next week's a ladder match.
Ladder
The
match.
ladder match. Yeah, so I was away for a couple weeks.
Welcome
A
back.
month. A month.
So it was like 2 weeks.
A month.
Sorry,
It might have been a month. I heard Pete got sick again.
I get sick.
Hanging out with Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
We still gotta get that T-shirt.
Hey,
Or that hat or
That
something.
hobo.
Or that poster
Sam.
Sam.
Speaking
out
of
with
t-shirts,
Sam.
we need regular t-shirts for the show.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Hanging out with Sam.
Dave's
hanging out
working
at
on
the
that.
No. We need to work on it. We need
Dave's
to
working on that. He has like one job.
fucking
All right, that's for the meeting after the show.
That's for the meeting after the show. But yeah, I've been gone for a minute. I'm actually back, excited. It's technically 6:30 in Singapore right now in the morning. So
Wow.
I don't
Wednesday
have coffee. Wednesday morning. But I'm glad to be back. Caught a couple of the shows. Thought they were really good. Like I said, Dre, thanks for filling in. We're back.
Always.
Regularly scheduled program. 7 o'clock came. I'm pretty sure the rankings are out for the college football playoffs. I'm not sure if you received them yet or whatever. Who cares? We'll just jump right into it.
Yes, I have.
What do you have here?
Ohio State has jumped up to number one.
Oh my God.
And Utah is now in the top 6.
Wow.
All right, so let's go with that. How do you feel about Ohio State being the number one team right now, Pete?
I mean, I still don't think they should be, but I understand that because, listen, I would still have LSU number one because they did struggle against Penn State in that middle period. The rest of the game, they dominated. They were up 21-0. They were completely dominated. Then they had that one stretch where they gave up like 3 straight fumbles, and Penn State actually had a chance to tie the game. So with that struggling and LSU hasn't shown any break at all, I would still have LSU number one, but I mean, the committee's full of shit sometimes. So
Committee is absolutely full of shit because technically LSU beat the committee's favorite team at their place, right? Who's still number 5, right?
Alabama's still number 5.
It's still number 5.
Still number 5.
So that's better than anyone
And Utah
Ohio
moved
State
up
has.
to 6.
So that's better than anyone Ohio State has. What did Ohio State do that makes them better than LSU besides beating Penn State?
I would say wait an extra week or two because they're gonna play Michigan and then they play the Big Ten championship game. Then all right, if they win both those games, then maybe you could talk about the number one. Not right now.
Okay, I can't see it. Again, I leave the country, I come back, it's the same shit.
bullshit.
Same bullshit. Unbelievable. What does LSU have to do to get the respect they deserve, David?
I don't know. I mean, listen, we could have made. We argued right in the past that they could have been number one, a long time ago, obviously, because of who they've beaten and what they've done.
You know what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to screw. You're gonna have Clemson versus LSU in the first round game, and they're gonna screw one of them.
I was just about to say that
They're gonna screw one of them.
And I mean, I hope not. I mean, that's the BS and that's the politics.
Clemson haven't lost in 2 years.
So
LSU clearly the best team.
I don't know what LSU has to do, to be honest with you. So
They
I
gotta
think
pay
they've done
somebody.
enough. So
But do you guys agree that LSU should be at number one? Because I
Yeah.
think so.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Without
You
a doubt.
know,
I
LSU
think so.
versus Clemson, and one of them gonna knock out, make it an easy
What
ride
they've
for
done
Ohio
and who
State
they beat.
or
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Michigan should be number one.
What?
Oh, what the hell?
What you drinking?
Black House.
Black House.
Shit, I'm drinking Black House too.
You're not talking crazy. Come on.
Well,
What the fucking
Yeah,
flags?
what
What
the
flags? What are
Where's the
flags?
flag? Oh, the producer.
Oh, this guy left it at
No, I didn't. No.
man.
I didn't leave
throw
anything.
a flag on him then.
I don't
Throw
know.
a
I
flag
didn't
on
do
him.
anything.
What'd you
God
do?
He said I left the flag set blackjack.
We
I
lost
did
the
it.
flags?
I did not.
Sam Darnold
We lost
had
the
the
flags.
You went with Sam.
You
dog.
left with the flags.
You went
This
with
is not
Sam,
me.
and you left.
You left with the flags, not me.
Wow, you get one night with Sam Darnold.
Definitely
This is unbelievable.
Definitely
Getting
not.
out of hand, as you can see, Vic.
Jesus
It really
Christ.
is.
Well, we don't have any flags.
It's ridiculous.
We don't have any flags. But LSU should be number one.
They should.
I'm not. Alabama should probably be out of the top 5. I mean, whatever. Alabama's
Well,
gonna get in
Oh,
because
no,
they're,
they're
they're gonna play Auburn with a backup quarterback. They're
And
gonna
then
win.
they're gonna play
They're
anybody else.
Alabama.
Because they won't even play in the SEC championship. They're gonna get a free ride in as number 4.
So that's
Fuck
trash.
outta here.
So your Final Four.
Throw a flag on me.
We're gonna do this every week.
They called them. Bama's going to come into that top 4. I think so.
They would. That's what I predicted last week. They're gonna come in there. They're gonna slide right in.
What's your Final Four right now?
What it should be or what it's gonna be.
What
I
it
think
should
it's the
be.
same as what I think.
Something to throw at 'em.
Well, I
Same
don't
as
think
last week. Same as last week.
Well, I don't think Alabama should be in there, but I think they will. I'm going to say the same 4, which is number 1 LSU,
LSU.
number 2 is going to be Ohio State, number 3 Clemson, number 4 Alabama.
What about you, Dave?
It's tough, man. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think you guys are right. You know, especially with, Bama still being at 5. Obviously, my prediction with Penn State, which I really wanted them to be in the
I heard you.
top
I heard
4.
you.
really wanted
I
them
tried.
in there.
I tried to
I heard
will
you.
them. I
I
tried
heard-
to will them, even though I knew they were going to
I
lose.
heard you
this
while
weekend.
I was in Japan. I was like, what the fuck is they?
Well, listen, it was possible. It was possible, man. I mean, had they won, you never know. But I mean, that obviously was a big stretch. So, I agree with Pete. I think Alabama gets in there number 4 also. So,
You still think Alabama gets in?
unfortunately,
Yeah, same thing I said a
so-
couple weeks ago. Yeah, I have Bama in that top 4, as well as Ohio State, LSU, and Clemson.
Okay. Well, fuck Alabama. I'm gonna say they don't make it to the playoffs.
Wow.
But they're going to lose to. They're not going to lose.
They're not gonna lose.
So who's going to jump them?
I think Utah's gonna jump them.
Mm.
I know a lot's gonna be said
That's
about that.
tough. I don't know.
Here's the thing.
They're going to
The,
disrespect the shit out
the
of them.
committee. You know what I
They're gonna
want?
say,
You know,
"Fuck
you
you,
know what I
Utah."
want to happen? You know what I want to happen? I want there to be a fucking clusterfuck at the top.
That'd be great.
I want it to be a
Shake
clusterfuck.
this shit up.
Like the top 2 teams could be undefeated: LSU, Ohio State, Clemson. Fine, but then Georgia
Let's go
loses.
to clusterfuck. Yeah, have Ohio State and LSU lose their game.
Well, then that'll be even crazy.
Have both of them lose.
But they
They're not
deserve
gonna
to be in. They deserve to be in.
But I think they can lose again and still get in.
Okay, but then that
But it'll be a real clusterfuck.
If one of them loses, all Alabama's automatically again, because then there won't be a debate.
See, that'd be bullshit. If LSU loses the SEC championship, how do you put them behind Alabama when they beat Alabama?
Because you're gonna have 3 SEC teams in there. It's gonna be fucking no. I'm just kidding. No, I think Utah.
They're gonna make it 6 teams down at the point right there.
I think Utah, if they win out, I mean, they have one more game this week, and then they have the Pac-12 championship against Oregon. If they beat Oregon,
12, baby.
I think they deserve to be in.
I think the Oregon game killed them when they lost because now it doesn't make
Which
it
is
look as good as
bullshit.
one.
Which is what? They lost to Arizona State at home.
I agree, but
What the hell?
I think Utah and Alabama have a similar schedule. Like neither one have really been a top tier team yet, so I think they're pretty even. But that's what they're going to look at, and I would give it to Utah because they're going to play a championship game while Alabama isn't. But the point is, we know the committee likes Alabama, and unless they
There's Nick Saban saying that Auburn's the best team
which
he's
is
played.
bullshit. That's straight disrespect to LSU. I'm glad LSU beat the shit out.
Listen, they don't deserve to be in. I don't want them in, and I think Utah wins out. There can't be a way where how do you play Alabama? They don't even play the conference championship game, so you can't even say that they were in their own conference championship game. You can't even say they lost their conference championship game. So how do you keep a 10-1, 11-1 Utah team?
Because they're Alabama.
Save his money.
Fuck Alabama. Listen, they're not getting in. Auburn's gonna take care of business this week. Fuck you, Alabama.
Jesus.
So that's how you really feel.
I'm tired. I'm tired of what SEC, bro. How does SEC have 3 teams in the top 5? What have they done all year? What has the SEC done all year?
Beat up on their other
Beat up on
teams.
Western Carolina and Colgate and
Colgate.
How the fuck does Alabama get to play Western Carolina 10 games in?
Toothpaste?
Next to last game.
Next to the last game of the
And
year.
we saw this weeks ago. Remember, we didn't even know what WCU
What
was.
the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
How
We
do
had
you
no idea
get
what it
away
was.
with that? How does
We had
that?
to look it up.
wrestling.
How, imagine Clemson. Imagine
Wrestling. Wrestling's what?
Fake.
Whoa.
We just lost 2 viewers.
But anyways, I think guys,
Stand by for the Miz.
We got him back.
Awesome.
Anyways, I think I really don't see how Alabama gets in if Utah wins out. I just don't. I don't want to see it anyway.
We'll have to wait and
We'll have to wait and see. I hope Auburn does everyone a good business and beats
sucks.
Bama with their backup quarterback.
Auburn sucks.
Hey,
gonna
they do
Nick,
suck.
Nick sucks. The quarterback.
They do suck, but they're at home and it's the Iron Bowl, so
You never know, man.
you just never know. We'll have to see. And jumping right into that game, the Iron Bowl. You say they suck.
Iron Bowl.
What do you think they have to do to pull it out, even though Tua's not playing?
I don't think they will. I think because of everybody disrespecting Alabama's cornerback, who people don't even know their name. I don't even know his name right now. I think that
He's that guy.
yeah, I don't think they need a top tier quarterback to win because their wide
They
receivers
have
get
too much
wide
talent.
open. They
They
have a
have too
great
much
running game.
talent.
They have a solid defense. So I don't think they're going to need them to beat a team like
What about
Auburn.
people saying that Auburn's the best defense that Alabama's played all year?
That's bullshit.
Wow.
That's bullshit. Because LSU's defense stepped up when it mattered. People confuse stats with actual defense. So the stats of Auburn may show they may be the best team to play against. But when LSU needed to stop this top-ranked team, they were able to stop the top-ranked team. They were up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter. I don't know if Auburn's going to be able to do that.
Dave, what do you think? Alabama pulls this out this weekend?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like
on.
Pete said, man. Listen, it's too much talent, man. Their wide receivers are
dude.
beasts, man. So
After a team is going to the NFL.
obviously, this
Yeah.
quarterback is going to be a downgrade from what Tua is, but listen, they're just too talented. Their defense is good, so I'm
Najee
going with
Harris
I'm
goes
going
nuts
with
this
Bama,
week.
unfortunately. So, and that's why I think they're going to make it.
And this
So,
way, Dave will never get a belt.
Dre,
yeah.
I'll steal that
we're
shit.
riding on you right now.
Steal that
Dre.
shit right now.
24/7 done.
You got the bell right now. You got the bell right now. What you got to say, bro?
I think Bama wins
Oh,
comfortably.
take the bell. Take the bell.
Give me the bell.
Give me the bell.
Give me the.
Hey, hold on,
Pass
hold
it
on,
over.
hold on,
Holy
hold
shit!
on.
The producer got up.
Pass
Hold
it
on, he
over.
got up. That's not a good sight, guys.
Put it away
Got
till
the
next
bag
week.
too.
Now put the bag down.
Put it
Put the
away
bag
till
down,
next
sir.
Bag down,
Sir,
relax.
put the bag down.
We still got a lot of show left. Come on.
Okay. Say what you gotta
The
say.
bag's not for the belt; it's for your head.
Oh, yeah, I know. You need a bigger bag than that, but no, but Bama, in my opinion, wins comfortably in this game. Again, like Pete said, the stats it's completely different from when defense actually step up. I mean, especially in college, I really don't pay that much attention to stats. So again, I think it'll be a close game early on, but I think the dominant team eventually will take over. And that dominant team, in my opinion, in this game is definitely Bama.
Hopefully Bama doesn't kill another tree.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know that story.
Wow.
You know that story.
We're very eco-friendly.
I know,
Sure.
so that's why I said hopefully they don't.
Listen,
Yes, we're gonna recycle these cups.
Remember what this
this is a rivalry game. Anything can happen. Auburn's at home. I like Auburn to win this game. Fuck Alabama. Fuck Saban.
Very bold of you.
Is that your heart or head saying
No,
that?
that's my head saying that. I think Alabama's smelling its own shit from beating Western Carolina 60-63. They come off.
And then Crest.
See, they
And Colgate.
try to run up the score 2 weeks ago. They lose their quarterback. Dumbass Nick Saban. Good
That
for
was
you.
stupid.
Try to run up the score again against a Western Carolina team. The
So
football gods are
doesn't
gonna get back
count.
to you, bro. It doesn't count. Auburn, it's the Iron Bowl,
I
man.
don't even think they put a line for
I
that.
like
man.
that. He quoted the football gods.
Football gods don't like that. The Iron Bowl. Remember last time, the Iron Bowl, and I think Alabama was supposed to win. They missed the field goal. The dude ran it
Ran
back.
back.
Oh,
Auburn's gonna
Cra-
win
cra-
this fucking game. Is what the announcer said.
Craziest ending, like one of the craziest endings you ever see.
So I like Auburn. I like Auburn. I just do. Whatever. Who cares? I just don't want Alabama, and they don't deserve to be in. They keep playing Western Carolina, Colgate, Southern Mississippi State.
Well, maybe the
Crest.
football gods are gonna answer your prayer then.
Well, it's not really a prayer. I don't think they get it anyway, but a loss would definitely pretty much
Seal the
kill them, I
deal,
think.
right?
Another game that's pretty big is Oklahoma, OSU. Oklahoma is still holding on to a slim but narrow chance to get in. Should they win their conference? Should they win this game? Do they get in?
No, they won't get in.
No.
Yeah.
With the rematch against Baylor, they already beat them. So what's going to mean if they beat them again? So I don't think it's really going to be that much of a difference if they beat them. And I think this game is going to be much closer than you think. I think Oklahoma State actually has a chance to knock them off.
I think so too. Actually, a lot of people
Rivalry
have been
game,
slipping.
man.
It's a rivalry game. That's what I'm saying.
And Oklahoma State.
In
at
Oklahoma State. So the what are they? Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Does
Fast
Brown
paced offense. He might be. He might play.
Cowboys?
He might have eligibility. He might be aggressive.
That's caught it.
So I think it's gonna be a good game.
oh man.
I think it's gonna be a good game. At the end of the season, though, I think Lincoln Riley leaves to become the Dallas Cowboys head
Oh,
coach.
fuck you. Come on.
Absolutely. Jerry's gonna say.
Come on.
He's gonna say peace to
Lincoln
Jason
Riley
Garrett.
for Dallas.
Garrett's out, huh?
I think so. I think it's
bold
done. I think
prediction.
it's done. I think it's done. I think Lincoln
Oh.
Riley.
Oh no, I agree. Yeah.
I think Lincoln Riley. I think this is it. Lincoln Riley. He two Heisman winners. You know, has probably a top 4 or 5 Jalen Hurts guy that Nick Saban couldn't do shit with apparently, and he has him throwing 4 touchdowns a game like every game. Jason Garrett can't score more than 9 points against the Patriots. Jerry Jones is gonna come with a blank check. Lincoln Riley's gonna say $15 million probably.
That was embarrassing.
So that's exactly what's gonna happen. So I think Lincoln Riley goes out with 2 wins, doesn't make the playoffs. Dave, your thoughts on Oklahoma?
No, yeah, listen, I agree. It is a rivalry game. I mean, anything can happen. So, guess we'll have to wait and see.
Go with it. Pick it.
Let
me wait and see. Pick it.
I got Oklahoma.
You got Oklahoma? I got Oklahoma close.
I got
Like 3 or
Oklahoma.
7.
I got Oklahoma close also. Again, anything can happen. It's a tough game to pick. So, but
The spread's 13.
if I
God,
it's
spread's 13
yeah,
right
it's
now.
going to be closer than 13.
Yeah.
So I think so.
Right?
Colombian.
I don't know if you said this on Pete's Corner. but,
Colombiano.
Pablo
Well,
Escobar
on Pete's
speak.
corner, I did say it was going to be close, potentially high scoring because those close games are always high scoring, especially these two teams that play at a very high pace. You know what? I'm gonna go Oklahoma State University in this one. And again, this is a game I and I'm calling it right now. This game's going into overtime.
Damn.
Oh,
And
It goes into overtime. You get to keep the belt.
you guys
It's a
heard this.
bold prediction, Cafetero.
That's bold right
Oklahoma
there.
State
there's
University
no vote on that.
win.
Depends on the producer.
I like.
You got to check with the producer first.
Hey,
If he
Pete
picks
said it.
if he picks the overtime game, he deserves
He
it.
said it.
We're gonna have to charge him for the belt. It's gonna be a fee to that
How
belt.
much is the belt?
Oh wow.
Oh yeah,
Section fee.
yeah, I like it. Section of
We
fee,
got the belt
yeah, I
section
like
fees,
it.
Yeah.
How about
Yo, this
this?
is awesome.
Buffalo mac and cheese on me every Sunday.
Oh, damn.
From Blackjack.
This. $100 a week for the belt.
Never mind.
Wow, wow.
Here's the thing.
Just take the mac and cheese.
Bold right there. I don't know.
Never mind. Anyways, yeah, don't pay the sanction.
Don't
Do what Canelo did. Just give it up.
I might just do that.
Real quick, 2 more Big Ten games. Obviously, we're going to start with Wisconsin, Minnesota. Pete loves this game because he loves Wisconsin. I don't know why this game is on here. Fuck both teams. They choke when it matters. Go on, Pete.
I picked Minnesota to pull the upset. What are
Yes,
you
he
talking
did.
about?
He did. Yeah.
Oh, wow. What happened? I thought Wisconsin was your team.
No, it wasn't. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
he had Wisconsin up
Were you
all
dreaming
year.
overseas?
Yeah.
I didn't pick that.
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
He didn't he pick Wisconsin to be Ohio State?
Let's go back to videotape.
Oh,
He did.
Let's go to the
You
tape.
did.
We will find
You
out on
did.
Sunday.
You did.
Stand by.
He might have.
Yo.
He might have. I'm not sure.
But they weren't my team.
Yeah, you were your team all year,
They
bro.
weren't my team.
Yeah. We got the best offensive lineman.
What they do?
Well,
Tennessee-
why you put
That-
this game
That
in
don't mean
here?
they're gonna win.
Why you put this game over here? It don't matter.
That don't mean they're gonna win.
This game doesn't matter.
Yo, Minnesota's got as good of a chance as us. Oklahoma.
Oh, no, they don't.
They're
Get
one
outta
spot
here.
behind them, and they play better teams the rest of the way.
But they're not going to make it to the championship.
What do you
They
think,
have,
Jake?
but they like if you're gonna give Oklahoma some chance,
Because
Minnesota has a better chance.
Oklahoma's at least going to be in the championship game.
You think Wisconsin has a shot against Minnesota, Vic?
Well, if Minnesota wins this game, they're in the championship game
Or-
also.
or-
The winner of this game is
Or
the,
you're
is
just
the
checked
Big
out
Ten
of this
championship.
game, man.
I'm
You-
checked out of this
You're
game.
checked out of this game?
The
But
winner,
you gotta
the winner,
pick,
the,
you gotta pick.
I'm going with Minnesota.
the
Yeah,
winner, the winner of this
wow,
game
really,
is
Minnesota?
if they win, they're in the Big Ten championship.
They're
Then.
going to get spanked by Ohio State.
Ah,
So let's be real here.
yeah, we're getting chaos, man. They're beating them.
No, they're
That's
not.
what he wants.
Chaos.
Chaos.
Who we
You
got,
want
Dave?
chaos?
What do you think?
No.
Embrace the chaos.
Are we going Wisconsin over
I'm
here?
going to Wisconsin,
We're going
baby.
Wisconsin over here, okay.
Jonathan Taylor, baby.
Maybe
Did
he's
you
the
see what
one
he
that-
just
I
did?
thought it was him. It wasn't me.
Did this
It
weekend?
wasn't me.
2-2-2.
Oh, see?
Are you kidding
It was
me?
him.
2-2-2, son.
It wasn't me.
He's
It was
gonna
him.
do 3-3-3 watch this weekend, or maybe not 3-3-3, but you know he's gonna do like one something, 3 touchdowns. I mean, listen, Jonathan Taylor, he's a beast, dude. So I think he has a big game. I'm going Wisconsin, man. Can't go.
Okay.
And like I said on Pete's Corner, I love Minnesota in this game. I know that's one of Pete's picks for the on the show, and I co-signed him on that one, and I love that game. I love that
Sure,
game. I
you
think
picked
Minnesota
Wisconsin?
wins outright.
Nope.
Wow. He must have been mad at the Ohio
I
State
have
game.
no idea what you were thinking now.
He must have been mad at the Ohio State game.
I don't know what you were thinking.
Yep, he must have been mad at the Ohio State game.
Hey,
That's
Pete, how
fine.
about you get back into the camera?
Yeah. I'm off the show, y'all.
You've been away for too long. That's the problem. So Pete, he's.
Pete, you could start over, bro.
Oh,
All right, so last game, our favorite game, Ohio State versus Coach Kaki, our favorite coach here.
Coach
on the
Kaki!
show. Everyone says Coach Kaki has them playing at their highest level, the Michigan Wolverines, after that Penn State game. Now they're playing. Now they're playing the number one team in the country, according to the college football playoffs. This is his last chance to me to do anything at Michigan. If he loses this game, they should fire him. That's just plain and simple. I know he doesn't have as good a team as Michigan does, but if he loses this game, he should just go, get out of here. They should hire someone else. And I think he loses this game, but he won't get fired.
Yeah.
I think Ohio State blows him out. That's my opinion.
short and sweet, Ohio State by 3 scores.
Dave?
Unless his brother's coaching that day, yes, I got a big spanking.
Have to come back.
Oh yeah,
To come back.
What about you, Dre?
Same. Like
You off the khaki bandwagon now?
he said Coach Kaki. He said Coach Kaki's
no,
Off the khaki bandwagon. You ruined all the
State
Michigan.
winning by that.
I thought Mason Rudolph went to Michigan.
Whoa.
Oh!
They probably went to the same school Daniel Jones went to.
He went
but,
to Ohio State.
Damn,
The number one dude.
Why you gotta go there, bro?
He went to Oklahoma State.
I got Ohio State winning by more than 25 or more.
Jesus.
They're blowing them out. There's no
Yes,
people gotta get off the hype.
Does Harbaugh get fired if they lose this game?
No.
No.
Wow. So Michigan's going to still be a
He's
bunch
got a
of
name.
losers.
He's got a name.
So Michigan Wolverines will still be a bunch of losers. It's been 20 years since I think they've won like consecutive games against Ohio State.
Yeah.
So that would be a bunch of losers.
I don't think Harbaugh's ever beaten Ohio State.
He hasn't. He's only
He's never
beaten
beaten
Michigan
Ohio
State. He's only beaten Michigan State. I don't think he's beaten Penn State either. I think he hasn't beaten Penn State or Ohio State since he's been there.
That's ridiculous.
So he's like
Your two main rivals.
He's like 0-12 in 6 years. So he'll be 0-13 or 0-14. He'll still be there, overrated as usual. Maybe if he switches from khakis to like regular pants, they might win.
He'll never do it.
But he'll never do it. So
He should do that if they ever made it to a Big Ten championship.
He'll get a bigger contract after this
Just to
loss.
shock people.
all right, well, we got our Final Four in. We talked about the 4 big games. Then we'll go into the conference championships next time we talk about college football.
Yep.
Obviously, we're going to talk about
Big week.
big week that's leading up to it. But the 49ers, the Ravens,
Wow. What a
both had
fucking
2
game.
tough tests.
What a game.
Best game.
Does our
best
producer
game this
finally
year,
believe in
man.
the 49ers?
Best game this year, I think.
After what they did? Does it? Oh,
Still
my
not.
God.
He's not a believer.
No.
They gotta
He's
go
a hater.
They gotta go through the Ravens.
He's a hater.
Ravens.
He's a
Every
hater.
week, you got to beat this week.
Ravens.
You gotta win
Well,
this week.
Well, they're 10-1 now. They're 10-1 now.
10-1. Jesus.
They're 10-1.
Where did the season go?
Their defense stopped Aaron Rodgers.
He did.
Put up 140
He did it
yards. Shut him
upside.
down.
He did it upside down.
Shut them down.
So they answered some questions that we all wanted to answer. The
None
Ravens.
of mine.
Against
What do you want
Aaron
him to
Rodgers
answer?
and the Green Bay Packers.
What do you want him to answer?
Yeah. What do you want him? What else do you want him to
They wanted
do?
the great Lamar Jackson.
Their last.
To MVP.
Wow. The
Wait,
great.
whoa,
Whoa.
Did you say the GOAT?
Listen,
God
Wait,
damn
wait,
it. Relax.
Listen.
Wait.
Did he just say the GOAT?
Listen.
Wait.
What's going on here?
Wait. Before we get into
All
The
it,
goat's in New England.
All right, so
Not in Baltimore.
let's not talk about that.
I just wanted to say it. I wanted to roll you guys
They
up.
played.
I just wanted to roll you guys up.
They played
That's
against.
the reason.
Listen,
Yeah,
they
you know I'm
played-
not a Tom Brady.
Listen, they played against Rodgers, Brady, and Wilson and allowed 3 total passing touchdowns.
That's fucking crazy.
Total.
That's fucking crazy.
For the year, they've allowed 11 passing touchdowns. It's 11 games in, and they've
They
allowed
made them-
11 passing
They
touchdowns.
made them look.
Lamar Jackson has done more than that in 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
He's thrown for 12 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks. They've allowed 11 all year.
How come I didn't draft him? Shit.
As MVP. If you don't believe it, see me outside. We'll have a conversation about that.
Well,
All right, Mark.
I'll be back.
so besides that, what more impressive to you was that game, Peter, or was it Lamar Jackson throwing 5 touchdowns against the defense? You know, Los Angeles Rams 10th, 11th ranked defense coming in.
Nah.
Aaron Donald, 45-6, and at the Coliseum in LA.
Well, in terms of being impressive, I think San Fran was more impressive.
I agree.
In terms of impressive to me, I'm going to say Baltimore. The reason why is because I thought San Fran was going to beat Green Bay. I picked San Fran to win that, and I thought they were going to score around 30 points. But I never expected Baltimore to just dismantle the Rams like that. So I was very shocked that there was no resistance at all. They were able to go down the field and score anytime they want. Lamar Jackson didn't even have to play the fourth quarter. It was like a college blowout. That's what it was. It was like Alabama versus WCU. That's what that game was like. They completely blew LA out of LA. Where their own fans were chanting MVP for him. That's ridiculous.
Oh, it might have been their own fans. It might have been the Ravens fans.
Oh, that was definitely the Ravens fans. There's a lot of Ravens fans there.
You know, LA doesn't really have any
Baltimore
football
fans,
fans, to be honest with you. They left a long time ago. Seriously, you go to any Chargers or Rams game, it's usually more the opposing team there.
They're Raiders.
Than basically the Raiders fans or whoever. More impressive to you, Lamar Jackson or the 49ers defense?
Nah, I'm going with the 49er defense, man. I mean, listen, they went against Aaron Rodgers and that high-powered offense. Listen, some people had, Green Bay making it to the Super Bowl this year, maybe even winning it. Listen, they got healthy. They had they have a good running game with, Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones. He got his big wide receiver back, Adams, and they couldn't do anything. They locked him down. Probably the best quarterback in the league, locked him down. He did nothing. Way more impressive, I thought. Yeah. So, I'm not taking anything away from the Baltimore Ravens. What they're doing this year is great. I mean, Lamar Jackson, nobody thought he was going to be that good. This defense, I mean, we didn't think it was going to be that good. Very impressive, but I'm going with San Fran, man. They look really, really good right now. As long as, Garoppolo can keep this offense going, I mean, they're going to go far.
Really?
Lamar Jackson and 49ers
on the road today. Look, me personally, I did expect Baltimore to smack the Rams, but I didn't expect them to do it the way they did, so that was impressive. But more impressively, I'm have to co-sign with what P and P, you picked San Fran?
No, you picked Baltimore.
Nah, well, what you said, because and that's San Fran, because I did think Green Bay was going to win that game.
I did too.
And again, with Aaron Rodgers, this God.
Oh my God!
Damn!
You don't talk about San Fran.
Yeah, you hate San Fran.
He sure does. I don't know why though.
Well, you got to give him credit because if anything, I expected Aaron Rodgers to step up and and make the plays that he usually does, and they held him down.
Yeah, he hasn't made those plays all year. Matt LaFleur.
No, but you guys got to admit though that the San Fran defense is legit, and we haven't seen this type of defense from them in years. So again, shout out to them.
Since 1985.
No, they were pretty good in 2000 what when they played us 2012, 2011. They're pretty good.
G-men.
Well, here's the thing. Both impressive. Lamar Jackson is he's this year's Patrick Mahomes.
MVP.
Everyone's saying, they've never seen anything like this, blah, 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 blah.
Let me ask you guys a question.
They were saying that last year about Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I think everyone should just calm down.
What's more impressive, last year's Patrick Mahomes or this year's Lamar Jackson? What's more impressive, last year's Patrick Mahomes or this year's Lamar Jackson?
I like Mahomes a little more. I just thought he was just slinging it. He's throwing like 5 touchdowns every
Yeah, it was
ridiculous.
He had a 6 touchdown game. It was ridiculous what he was doing last year. Like we've seen this.
He was doing it like nothing.
It may not be to this level, but we've seen this when Mike Vick came in the league. So we actually seen it before. We didn't see people coming in their first year starting throwing for 50 touchdowns. So that was just unheard of.
No, it was, and like I said, someone next year is going to come in their second year. And they're gonna be, this is the greatest thing we've ever seen. Like everyone's, like,
It's Drew Lock's turn. Yeah.
Lamar Jackson is, man.
Sweet Daniel Jones. What are you talking about?
It might be as he keeps holding on to the ball. If he can hold on to the ball, he might be all right. Lamar Jackson, I never thought was gonna be terrible because he won the Heisman. He won the Heisman. Like people forget that he won the Heisman. I believe. Did he beat out Tua? No, he didn't beat out Tua. He may have beat out Tua. I think he beat out Saquon and somebody else that year.
He was actually a finalist the other year for it too.
So
this last year,
he did it at Louisville. Look where Louisville is now. You didn't even hear about them. He went toe to toe with Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone loves Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is this and that.
That was crazy.
Lamar Jackson was right there with him in college. Lamar Jackson just didn't have the athletes that Deshaun Watson had on offense. So
the craziest thing is he went 32nd in the draft, and the Ravens themselves passed him up. They actually took a tight end earlier in that same first round before they took Lamar Jackson.
But
that's crazy.
6 picks later, they picked him up.
Yeah, but
no, I mean, listen,
you passed up on your quarterback that's doing this right now.
I didn't think he was going to be bad. His durability, that can come in question in a couple years.
5 games.
But did you think he was going to be this good though? this year.
Not this.
Not this good,
Me neither.
but again, this
I don't
is
think anybody.
Year's not done though.
year's not done yet.
Huh?
Here's the thing, How you want your chance to prove yourself. Guess who the Ravens play next?
I know.
The San Francisco
The trash
49ers.
ass fucking night.
Oh my God! What the hell?
I hate their
That's nice.
fans.
Oh my God!
In Baltimore
In Baltimore.
this weekend.
So I mean, I don't think that's a Sunday night game.
This is
No,
big.
because
This
they
is
want
big.
to
This is
put
big.
they want to
game.
put Brady on there. That's why.
So let me ask you a
Ravens
question.
who? Oh,
Houston.
Deshaun Watson.
Does
Okay.
does the flight all the way from California here to the
Here we
East
go.
Coast make a
Right, don't make
difference?
excuses.
Does it make a difference? No, no,
It
no.
does.
It's just a question.
Then fly out today.
It does.
Just a question.
It does make a difference.
Yeah,
They
you
should. They
fly-
should
they
fly out
Wednesday.
today.
That's-
I don't know if they
they'll be
will,
fine.
but
They'll be
they should.
fine. All
They
right?
should.
It does make a difference.
Should fly
Do you,
Wednesday,
do
Thursday.
you think Oakland flying out all the way here made a difference?
No, Derek Carr
I
can't
don't
play
think that
cold
was the
weather.
reason. I
That's for
think that may have been part of the defense, but that
No.
wasn't the reason they got blown out.
Making excuses for West Coast team.
They got blown
I
out.
didn't think they were
I mean,
gonna get blown
that's
out.
normal. To me, it's normal. If you're a West Coast team, you got to fly out here. If you're an East Coast team, you got to
Before
fly out
that
there.
game
It's normal.
started, I saw a statistic about Derek Carr being like 0-5 in like 40-degree weather or some
Oh, yeah?
shit like that. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Don't start him.
Yeah.
Well, they used to have the same stat with Peyton Manning. Every time he had a playoff game and it was under like 30-some degrees, he would never win it. So it was the same thing.
Well, either way, we'll get your chance, Tom. You get your chance to see Lamar Jackson against the 49ers.
That was going to win that, though.
He's through.
Huh?
Who's going to win that, though?
Got to tune in Sunday. So, are they the best teams in the conference? Are the 49ers the best team in the NFC? Or the Ravens the best team in the AFC?
I do not think the 49ers are the best team in the NFC. I think if they had to play an NFC Championship game right now against the Saints, I would still pick the Saints.
Good about.
What about the Ravens?
Right now, yes, they're the best team in the AFC. Because I think the AFC is a little weak this year, and I definitely don't think the Patriots are the best team. So I would say right now the Ravens are the best team. But I do think they're beatable. And if they had a matchup against the Chiefs, I think the Chiefs beat them.
Yep, I agree, actually. I think the best team in the NFC are the Saints. I know they're 9-2, but I think they play the defense just as good as the 49ers. Drew Brees or Jimmy G, who you taking there? I'm taking Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, or whoever you have with Alvin Kamara, Sanders, or whoever you have in San Francisco.
Tevin Coleman.
I'm definitely taking the Saints offense. AFC is wide open. I know the Patriots are 10-1, but I mean they can't move the ball worth swat. Like I
Are they
can't.
10-1?
Yeah, 10-1.
Yeah.
They only lost to the Ravens.
Yeah, that's it.
But again, Belichick. Give Belichick a week to prepare just for you, or 2 weeks.
They'll win that first round game.
He'll win that first round game. So the Ravens' problem, I think, falls if they finish at number 2, and the third team is the Chiefs. So if that ends up being the 2-3, I think that'll be the Ravens' problem. If not, I think the Ravens can go to Foxborough and win that game. It's going to be different. I don't think Bill Belichick showed everything in his defensive arsenal for that game, but I just think they're not moving the ball, and Gronkowski isn't walking out that door. Aaron Hernandez ain't definitely walking out that door.
Damn!
Whoa.
Antonio Brown ain't walking out that door.
Whoa.
He may walk out that door.
No, he ain't walking out that door. Demarius Thomas ain't
He ain't
walking
going
out that
nowhere. He ain't
door.
going
I think both the Chiefs and Ravens beat the Patriots. if they
Josh
play them.
Gordon ain't walking out that door. I mean, they have Julian Edelman. They better help this kid and Kill Harry turns into something quick. Because all I'm seeing, Brady doesn't trust his offensive line worth shit. And here's the thing. You know what? We killed Eli for 3 years because he wasn't trusting his offensive line and he was throwing ducks out there. How come we're hearing anything about Brady?
Oh, he's a golden boy.
What 13 points?
Tom Brady.
13 points.
Golden boy.
13 points against the Cowboys at home. What did he do the week
He's a
before?
golden boy.
Against Buffalo. Buffalo barely did anything.
He didn't do much.
If
there
Josh
with
Allen
Buffalo.
didn't get hurt, Buffalo beats them.
You know what I'm saying? It's here's the thing. Like that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna hear that criticism.
Well, not yet, though. I mean,
You're never going to hear it.
not yet.
Oh,
You're never gonna
Why
hear it.
would you give him that criticism?
Why
For what?
not? Let's look at his stats.
Yeah, but don't compare him to Manning. I mean, how long has Manning had that bad O-line for?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have an O line this year.
But that's this
And
year.
he doesn't.
That's this year.
He can't trust anything. He can't trust anything because he doesn't want to get sacked. In 3 seconds, he's throwing out ducks because he doesn't want to take a hit. Let's be real.
Yeah, but that's always been Brady's,
No, he's
that
in the
moment.
pocket before. He's
But he had a line that protected him. That
Yeah,
he
he
sat
had
in that
much
pocket.
He's always had a line of protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so
for the most part.
that's
For the
what
most
that's
part.
what everybody tries to do, right? Get pressure on Brady because
Yep.
they know they can get shook up. but a lot of teams can't do it. So
With their front four.
he's always been protected.
So that's what I think is going to be their issue. Their issue is going to be scoring. It's clear. You know, what are you going to do? Throw 6-yard outs to
Check downs
to Julian
That's what he did
Edelman?
last year.
Yeah, but
He literally won just by being a check down quarterback last
because
year.
the Rams suck. We see that this year.
No, they fucking lay down anyway.
You know, had the Saints won that game, I think the Saints would have won the Super Bowl.
Should have never gotten by the Sean Chiefs.
That's a good point, Vic.
So we'll see. I mean, it's
Damn,
wide
the
open
Rams.
right now. I think if the Ravens play the Patriots, I like the Patriots at home.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think Belichick's gonna cook something up. I think the Chiefs are to me, even though they don't have a defense, I still think the Chiefs are the best
I
team.
think
in the
Belichick
NFC.
has problems with running quarterbacks.
That's true. I don't know. It's wide open. The AFC is wide open. You don't know who. You could literally pick a name out of a hat. Dave, who do you think the best team in the AFC is?
Yeah, listen, I hate to say it. I mean, I think you got to go with the Patriots. Listen, when it comes to regular season, any team, not any team, but listen, teams can have good records. Teams can go on a roll, but listen, this team is experienced.
They have great defense.
They know what it takes, to get to the playoffs, and then once they're in the playoffs, they just don't make mistakes.
Somebody's got to cut the head off.
Listen, I'm not a Patriot fan, obviously. I'm not a Brady fan, but listen, you're right. He doesn't look that great, but you don't see him making the stupid mistakes that other quarterbacks make to lose games. And that's the big thing. What team or what quarterback can manage their offense without making those mistakes? They're going to be costly to lose those games. And then the other side of the coin too is Belichick. I mean, the mastermind.
He
so
spent more time with
listen,
defense
he knows how to expose your weaknesses, and he knows how to increase his positives and his advantages in games. So I think you have to go with the Patriots still. And like you said, that defense. I mean, statistics can sway you a little bit, but that defense is playing well this year. It's a real defense. It's probably top 5. I'm not gonna say top defense in the league, but it's definitely top 5. I think so.
Top 10?
Top 10, not top 5.
What?
Top 10 defense. No.
Okay,
Top
top
five
10,
defense.
top 5.
They're
We
top
will
5
agree to
defense.
disagree.
They're top 5.
NFC, listen, I'm going with the Niners, man. I mean, listen, that defense, again, defense wins championships. That defense is going crazy right now. Again, as long as Garoppolo keeps improving, and as long as their wide receiver core could, stay healthy or get a little healthier, because I know they've been a little rough, with Sanders, Deebo Samuel. I really like Deebo Samuel, man. I think if he can stay healthy, he's a
fantasy
big plus, man. I do. Great pickup, though. Great pickup. But listen, again, I thought they made a big statement with beating, Green Bay. Not just beating them, though, the way they beat them. I mean, they slapped them around. So, listen, the Saints are a great team. But remember, they have to have that home field advantage, I think. Outdoors, in the playoffs, and at times, they've been exploited. So, I'm going with San Fran on this one.
Real quick, what are the 2 best teams in there?
I mean, I do agree with Dave as far as New Orleans having to needing that home field advantage when it comes to the NFC playoff pictures. But with that being said, I do like the Niners to as of right now to be the best NFC team.
Fucking sellout.
And they also have they also have the opportunity. They just proved it against the GOAT Aaron Rodgers. They have the opportunity to.
He's not the GOAT.
They had the opportunity to prove
Ryan,
it
get your
against.
boy.
They had the opportunity to prove it against their best team in the AFC. And in a couple weeks, they got the Saints. So we'll see what happens with that, though. But I do like San Fran to be the best NFC team. And as far as AFC, same thing. Patriots. Every year, this time of year, we have the same conversation, and we're going to continue to have the same conversation once January comes. Yep. Listen, regular season and postseason, completely different. Mm-hmm. Listen, I'll be the first one to say it. I've always criticized Belichick and Brady, but they've humbled the shit out of me. As well as everybody.
They also got favorable calls.
And
so,
until they are dethroned,
Spygate.
honestly, it's hard to count them out. Who looks better right now?
Deflategate.
Baltimore. But if you put a gun to my head and tells me who's the best team right now, AFC, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and the New England.
So real quick quick rundown.
Rough in the pass.
You pick those 2 teams. Do you think both those teams make the Super Bowl? Niners and the Patriots.
Patriots make it. Niners don't make it.
Okay.
Oh. They're the best team, but they're not gonna make it.
Nah, being realistic. I'm not gonna sit here and
I'm gonna say they do. I'm gonna say that's our Super Bowl. This year.
Niners and Patriots.
That's it.
Whoa.
Actually, no. Wait. Let me go
all
back.
right.
Throw flag.
Better backpedal.
Give me a
I think the
bounce
Niners will make it. I think the Patriots won't. How
Wow.
about that?
Okay. Pete, Niners. You had
I think
Saints
AFC is
and
gonna be
Ravens?
represented by
Saints and
somebody.
Ravens. I just don't think this is a normal New England team. They're going. Baltimore spreads the ball around. KC spreads the ball, and the Patriots' specialty is taking away one guy. They can't do
The
that.
one
against
thing I
any
didn't
other
like
teams.
about Baltimore last year is how good they were looking when Flacco went out and Lamar Jackson went in. And yes, I understand that that Lamar Jackson came in at a time where he wasn't fully into the offense and into
He
the
ran the
system.
ball every day.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
He
that's
ran the
crazy.
ball every down.
Yeah, that playoff.
But
game
with
was
that being
ridiculous.
said,
That's
once he
all
got to
said.
the playoffs,
Yeah, I mean-
he laid an egg, and this is a
Chiefs got
conversation.
listen.
This is a conversation I had with Pete last night that I was texting him. I said, "Look, Baltimore is
Yeah, he
looking
wasn't
really
texting.
good right now." But
texting you?
No,
but
he wasn't texting.
hey.
He was drunk.
Hey, what a liar!
You know who else texted
What a
him?
liar!
You know who else? Sam
Sam.
Darnold texted him.
Damn.
Yo, we're going back to Hoboken.
To the high, to the bird.
I definitely ain't going to
You
Hoboken.
went to Birch?
You want the birds?
I don't even know what the hell Birch is.
Yeah.
What the hell?
He
You don't
knows.
remember.
He
You don't
Go to World
remember.
Star. Go to World
He
Star.
knows.
Listen, KC got their experience last year. They're going to be a different team in the playoffs this year.
That's fair. So
Good point.
here's that's the thing. I said the Saints and the Patriots. No, I said the Saints and the Chiefs were the two best teams. I'm gonna backpedal a little bit on my initial prediction, which was Chiefs over Eagles. The Eagles look like shit.
Oh, you can't. Oh,
Because Carson, little bitch, you know,
he sucks.
he
Nah,
sucks.
it's not his fault, though.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
Yes, it is.
Still, his entire offense is
Nah.
out.
Yeah.
Jeffrey
Nah.
out, Howard out, like Jackson out. The entire offense is out.
Oh, today was the last Pete's corner. Oh.
I picked the Chiefs over the Eagles in the Super Bowl to start the season. I still think the Chiefs are going to make it, but I think the Saints are the clear-cut favorite in the NFC, and I think that's going to be a fantastic Super Bowl. So I'm sticking with the Chiefs. Saints are taking the Eagles out of there. Thank God. Fuck Carson Wentz. But yeah, before we got a couple minutes left. We got Turkey Day. Happy Thanksgiving to all you
Yeah,
guys. We're not
baby.
going to see you. But we got 3 games. All pretty kind of important
Don't
games.
post your pictures.
You
We're
know.
all eating the same shit.
True. That's not true. Bears, Lions. Do you care who wins?
Don't really care, but I think the Bears win. Detroit's shit right now.
I don't really care, but I think the Lions win. Trubisky sucks.
Yeah, I really don't care either. I don't know who the hell's
We
going
can't
on.
even.
I mean,
most
yeah,
people can't
Trubisky
name
does
Detroit's
suck.
starting
I mean,
quarterback right now.
And that
that
feels
Mitch Allen
bad
in
for
there?
the Giants because we made him look
Jeff
like a fucking
Driscoll.
a decent quarterback.
He only
last
had 9.
week,
They
so.
scored 19
Still,
points.
doesn't
Come on,
matter,
he
man.
sucks.
We should have really feasted on him.
Well, our coach sucks. That's all that matters. Get rid of our coach already.
But if I had to pick somebody, I'll pick the Bears, I guess, because their defense. But still,
Nah, it's gonna end in a tie.
it's a whack game.
Bears, Lions.
I don't
Do you
care about
care?
this game. I'm happy it's at 12 o'clock.
That's why it's at 12
Listen,
o'clock.
I won't be sticking my hand in the turkey at this time. Anyways, give me Detroit to win. I don't care about this
Sticking
game.
his hand in the, what does that mean?
No.
Should have pulled it out or the fuck?
So
All right, next
Dre's gonna fist the turkey.
Next game.
Put it on camera. That's just exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go with Saints Falcons, a night game, just because Falcons stink.
Yeah, fuck the Falcons.
So
Fucking
Fuck the Falcons.
fuck the Falcons.
I'll be
Yeah.
waking
They
up
were
for my
hot
food.
2 weeks ago.
I'll be waking up for my
3
food
weeks
come at that
ago.
point.
So
Matt Ryan's a bitch.
I'm gonna go with the Saints by 2 touchdowns.
I agree with that. Saints by 2 touchdowns. Maybe even more.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints too. I mean, they put a good whooping.
Saints or
It's
Falcons.
different.
I like the Saints to win in a really close one. I think this would be a
Whoa.
4-point game. I mean,
35-10
it's always
Saints.
close. I don't know why. For some reason, New Orleans always stick close with Atlanta, but I'm gonna stick with that trend. So I like New Orleans to win, but it'll be a close one.
Hot lead.
42-10.
And,
Hot lead.
and finally, kind of the game of Thursday night. It'll be the middle game. So while you're done, eating your first round of turkey, you actually have a decent game to watch. Bills Cowboys. Cowboys have yet to beat a team with a winning record this year.
Cowgirls.
And I think that trend continues. I think the Cowboys are frauds. I said it all year. They've beaten no one. They've beaten the Giants. They've beaten the Dolphins. They've beaten the Redskins. They've beaten
They feasted on the
terrible
division.
teams. But somehow, every show today, at a show last week, consider these guys Super Bowl contenders. They have Super Bowl talent. Blah, 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 blah. It's the coach's fault.
Yo, make the
no,
pick before
motherfucker.
Pop runs out.
Oh, fuck the cop. Throw the flag. I'm tired of the Cowboys
flag.
talking. Like, they're going to lose this game.
Thanks, Pete.
That's all I got to say.
Fucking Pete.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Cowboys win.
No, I like the Bills. Josh, motherfucking Allen.
Whoa.
Make the pick.
Yeah, I got the Bills. Their defense is going to hold them down.
Dre, what's your pick?
They've been feasting on the division, the Cowboys. That's it. That's
As much as I would love to see Dallas lose, I'm sure me and Pete want to see the Bills lose too.
Throw the
these
flag!
playoff
Throw the
implications.
flag,
I
goddammit!
got Dallas winning this game.
Throw the flag!
Wow. These guys went
Throw
with
your
homer
hat!
picks. They went with homer picks.
I ain't going with a homer
He
pick.
went with homer. He wants the Titans to make the playoffs.
I had nothing to do with that.
He wanted, he wanted,
Remember the Titans.
he wanted
No,
Vrabel
yeah,
fire at the beginning of the year. He
yeah,
still
no-
wants him now.
No, I still want
No, the
Pop.
Bills. Listen, the Bills are
Still
what
want-
8-3 to me, and I said it early in the season. For some reason, that record doesn't sell to me. They play the Jets twice, Miami twice.
I mean, I can say the same thing about the Cowboys.
I was about to say, the Cowboys
no,
play
no,
the
no,
Giants
no,
twice.
You're
The
absolutely
Redskins
right.
twice. I mean,
No,
they're
you're absolutely right.
They
You're
also
5-0 in
do.
the
They also
division.
do play the Cow.
No,
They
you're-
also do play the Dolphins.
Look, these are two
They did play the
teams-
Jets.
these are
They
two-
lost to the Jets.
These are two teams that are extremely hyped up. First of all, you got a 6-5 team
I like
in
the Bills
Dallas
better, though.
to have the same record as a lot of these AFC teams that are fighting for wild card spots.
If Dallas loses that game,
Oh my
Philly
God.
wins that division.
I agree with that.
Oh my God.
I still
With a
think
7-9 record.
I think Philly wins the
8-8.
division with 8-8.
Oh,
8-8.
He's probably right.
I think Philly wins that division with 8-8.
probably
right.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying the
And
Cowboys.
I'll say this: Philly will win their first round game.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Against the Vikings?
Philly will win their first round
The
game.
Vikings?
Yes.
okay.
Seahawks?
beat 'em
You going,
before.
you going with Kirk Cousins?
They beat him before.
Against the Seahawks?
You going? I still think they'll win that first round game.
They're not going to be
I think they'll win
Seahawks.
that
They're
first
not
round.
going to Seahawks.
I think everybody's overrating the
Nick
Seahawks
Foles
because
ain't around,
Russell
man.
Wilson. That's why.
Cut this on.
Carson can't play with like a bruised finger, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, listen. That's our show. Dre went on forever, so we couldn't get him on the Spotify. So Dre, I'm sorry, man. You gotta give the belt back.
Yeah, it's all good.
But yeah, 2 days from now, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Hope you enjoy
everybody.
turkey.
Have it safe.
Enjoy your
And
family.
happy Thanksgiving. Don't drink too much. And don't eat too much either.
Eat a lot, drink a lot.
Yeah.
You got Friday off. Fuck it.
Órale, mi gente.
Peace.